Kimi, you want to open for us?
Oh, sure.
It's too late.
Okay.
What?
Gotcha. Pranked.
Okay.
But no, go. Everyone can see and hear you.
Alright, well, guess this is where we start. Finals day of the team tournament 2v2s. Zakimi?
And this is Fox. What's up, everybody? How's it going? So as you said earlier, this is finals day. We will be doing our third place match first, and then we'll be doing our grand finals match. But I want to firstly say thank you to everyone who's participated in this like tournament team bracket so far. It's very nice to see that there's a lot of beginner and intermediate players still interested in the game.
Definitely, with a lot more players coming in as well. I just the other day, I heard someone say this is a dead game. And I'm like, I just commentated a 2v2, and this is still going on. What is wrong with you? This game is not dead. It's alive and well.
Well, the issue is that it's hard to be eloquent about how people should do their best to make sure that they're scouring every part of information about the game's existence, because for the most part, no game is really supposed to be quote-unquote dead. You're still finding people play, they're just not seeing it. So, it's the age-old, if I don't see it, then it must not be real, It's like Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny or the fairy.
Santa Claus is real.
Yeah, that's why the presents show up with exactly what you want underneath the Christmas tree.
Exactly.
Anyway, before I switch over to the interview, I just want everyone to know there is a Matcherino. There are codes, free codes, one-click money, as well as a bunch of sponsor quests, all thanks to Shib, who hosts the wiki. So very, very helpful person. So everyone grab that, and then I'll do the interview, and then we'll start the match, I hope. Alright, hello, it's Winty. This is the final week. I have a quick interview with Erin here. Hi, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm alright. So, you made it to the final week. What does this mean to you as a mentor to get this far?
Honestly, it just means my students are goated. Like, I don't think I did as good of a job coaching this time as I did last time, because of how much stuff has been going on in my personal life. Obviously, if you don't know, I have been moving. So there's been a lot of confusion, but I don't think I've done as good of a job this time as last time, but my students are spectacular. Like, literally, I think it was like 2 days ago, Noelle was in the Team Erin chat talking about how happy she is with the way that she's playing and how much fun she's having with the game and how she feels like she gets the game a lot more. I mean, Rialzo's obviously a very, skilled and intelligent individual. Like, my students are spectacular, and I'm happy that I could do a good enough job to help them enjoy the game a little more.
Alright. What are you most proud of, then, for their growth?
So what am I most proud of?
Yeah.
For Noelle, I would say the thing I'm most proud of is the changing the way that she zones. If you look at her gameplay pretty early on in this tournament, what you would notice is she would have the right decision on what projectile to throw out, but she would not have the hit confirms for it. She would get a lot of hits and then not do anything with them, and she would never use her resources. She would never use Wake Up Moondrive. She would never use any moon skills. She was just playing a very honest version of VoV that you don't have to play. She was playing too honest. And now if you look at her play, she's using a lot more of she's doing a lot of 2BC, 22C, or she's doing Wake Up Moondrive, or doing 236B, and then she whiffs the projectile, so she moondrives, and then she keeps herself safe. Doing a lot more run unders after she does moondrive, and they're in the air. That's what I would say is the thing I'm most proud of in terms of her growth. And then for Rialzo, it's just much better familiarity with the systems. So it's like reacting to clashes a little bit better. It's like running under people a little bit better. It's better pressure for sure. Because if you look at Rialzo's early pressure, it was a lot of just like staggered normals and rebeats. But now if you look at it, it's a lot more like 236A, a lot more 22B, a lot more 22C, less reliance on Rekka. Like it looks much more like current top Vlavs. It looks a lot more like Medusa's.
Nice. All right, so coming into this last match, any adjustments or strategies you came up with?
Honestly, not really. For the most part, it was just like I said last time, it's like I'm trying to just get these guys to be really good players instead of just like being particularly strong against the opponent's character. It's just like after this tournament ends, whether we win or whether we don't win, do you understand why you lost from like a system perspective, from a gameplay perspective, not just from a matchup perspective? Because to me, that's much more important. You can learn matchups in like an hour or two, but learning how to be good at the game at its core is much harder. And I think having help there will go much further. Unfortunately, this week we weren't able to do that much together. My team was, or I was very unavailable this week, and then I also had some difficulty getting in contact with Rialzo, just like they were unavailable too. We were both very busy, but yeah, we didn't really have that much of a strategy. The strategy is just like be better at the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
Oh.
So if you could describe your journey from the start when you first met them to now, how would you describe it?
I would say at the beginning, it was like it felt like a pretty professional relationship. But now I just feel like I just enjoy being around these guys. The last T5, right? I already knew Mercy, so that was really easy to start coaching Mercy. And then Mayday is just like the nicest person like ever. Like Mayday had been treating me like we had been friends for 6 years, even though we had just met. Like that's just the kind of guy Mayday is. And then for this time, I didn't really know anything about either of these two players. So at first it was like a little like getting to know each other is a little bit like I don't want to say like cold, but we had to do like not necessarily like icebreakers, but we had to like figure out a way in. Now it's just like we're making jokes with each other. We're just like talking about the game on a much more casual sense. I think that's the best development when it comes to us as a team, and I'm really happy that between this T5 and the last, all my students have been receptive to learning, have been nice people, haven't had egos. Like I've just gotten super lucky with my students.
All right. And so the win or lose, what do you want them to take away from this entire experience?
I literally want them to just take away that this game is fun. Both of them, after this game, are going to not play Vlad anymore. Noelle is going to switch to Tono to try to learn the game a lot more because she has a lot of interest in Tono. And then Rialzo, if she sticks with the game, is going to play. They expressed a lot of interest in Coma during the weeks leading up to the second match. Of course, that was when I was actually moving, so it was very difficult for us to get in contact. So we didn't have enough time for me to properly like help the Coma grow. So that she switched back to Vlav. But yeah, I think both of them are going to try new characters. They're going to experiment with new things. I just hope that they learn, or that they've learned how fun this game is and like how unique this game is compared to a bunch of other fighting games. Like and I think they are learning that. I think they are having fun.
All right. And finally, any last words?
Thank you for bringing me on again. Thank you for hosting and doing all the work that goes into putting this together. I mean, it doesn't go unappreciated. It doesn't go unnoticed. Like, I think we're all thankful that this exists because, I mean, how often do we get to have an event like this?
All right. Thank you. So I'll let you go now.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, thank you.
All right, look at that. We have people in the room. Not on the station. Isn't that weird? Where are my commentators?
Oh,
I summon you.
We're here. We're here. All right.
Surprise!
Okay, what do you think
So-
about this upcoming matchup?
You go ahead first, Zakimi.
This is Blob War, correct?
Yeah.
What it looks like? Well, let's see here. In my opinion, I've had to play against this matchup a few times against like Hikoko and Blitzstrike and stuff, and I gotta say this matchup, not the greatest for Blob, but it's still very doable.
I
I
think
don't know, what do you guys think?
I think the ability for for Wark to be able to, like, obviously rings are a big detriment to Vlav, but Vlav also has the same ability to just throw out any sort of projectiles, any sort of stomp kind of interacts. They can both trade frequently, but I think the fact of the matter is that Vlav has big. I would say he has bigger normals. Jump B, 5B, 5C, 2B, 2C they all intercept Wark where she wants to be. You just have to be faster than her if she wants to do jump B, because that's like the dreaded double hitting air normal, hits twice. If it counter hits you at any point, it's free fatal confirm. And I think other than that, well, she also has fast 5A. It's also hard to defend against that. But honestly, I think it's not bad for Vlav, but it's probably more annoying than he wants it to be, since he's like taller, gets hit by a lot of like quadruple, triple overhead setups. It's just very annoying for the Vlav player, whereas Wark kind of plays the same game with less risk.
Basically. With Wark's speed as well, a lot of her normals having such fast speed, Blob has to be preemptive in his coverage, otherwise he might just have to play too reactively, which gets him into the corner, which is not where you want to be against Wark.
Also, the fact that the fact that Wark has throw combo into the corner means she can kind of just get more meter on average than Vlad would off a throw it in most situations.
At the very least, the threat of throw is only in the corner and not in mid-screen.
Ooh, damn, that jumpy hit late.
Hey, mid-screen hard knockdown. What's the mix here? Teleport?
Same
Okay.
side, a little bit too early. It's okay. Keeping pressure, making sure Vlad can't throw out any projectiles for free. Usually is if you do it first, your projectiles should always win.
What a match here. Getting the early jump C punish. Hey, back in the corner you go. Standing fair pressure, fireball. Your plus here. Reset with the flame carpet. Your plus again.
Ooh, this charge 60 was a little bit too far. Oh my. Doesn't get the full confirm, but gets a knockdown. Immediate wake up heat. Don't want to block any more on pressure.
Has to be a little bit careful. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Bell Lucas was doing a good job of being evasive in the air, trying to get away from the stomps on the ground, but they still had a light deficit. Oh no.
Look at all that recoverable health though. No meter to make that confirm. Goes immediately to Moon Drive. Overhead. Probably gonna go into Arc Drive very quick early. Yep. Probably in the 4K. 4.3. Overhead again. Can't block these.
Overheads are cheap online. Wait, are you dead?
No.
If they had probably got another sequence with the Moon skill, they would have got the meter to do EX ring, but now Viol Noel still has a pretty good chance as long as they don't get hit by any unblockable. Oh god.
Speaking of, oh, what a trade. No fault though. This is such a bad position.
Do the right combo, and that should be round number 1.
Oh
No.
Oh no! Oh no! What is
Alright,
these nerves?
Crisis averted. It's fine. It's okay.
I don't know if it's crisis averted or crisis diverted, because there is a lot of dangerous situations that swung both ways. Okay, high knockdown. Oh, that's punished? No! Uh-oh.
4 BC on the mound. I want my turn back. Oh, boom.
A little
Doesn't
too
get
early.
3C, but it's fine. Doesn't get the tech off the wall. But Lucas
The
doesn't
overhead.
block the overhead. I have one
My
too.
turn with the overhead.
Ew.
Oh, there we go.
Typically in those situations, when you see someone jumping, you're like, all right, they're gonna do the falling normal that makes them safe, blah blah blah. But then now the counterplay is just not to do the falling normal. You just do empty low and you kill the high shield attempts.
Yeah, especially with Vlob's corner damage, it is incredibly brutal. No counter moon drive to beat that invincible teleport, just decides to take damage.
I think
What?
that's okay, especially if you still have a life lead. You can make, if they decide to use a meter, you still have a life lead, you have meter advantage, and that's not so bad, except right here.
Yeah, the post-throw attempt of a with 5A into 214B charged, that's a very old frame kill, which I'm surprised people are still using nowadays.
Oh no. Blood Heat Vlog, Art Drive? There we
Oh,
go.
just in time! 5.4, brutal, charges all the way up to 50% moon gauge, doesn't matter, the big shoe, taking in game 1.
Bill Lucas kind of walked forward. In those situations, you kind of need to immediately be down backing if you're fighting some of Law full screen, because you have to assume all the stomp's coming, and if it's not coming right away, you kind of like encroach forward slowly until you see it, then you can probably move afterwards.
Oh, did not believe.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Get the scramble
Excellent.
there. Spend. Ooh,
Excellent.
doesn't spend a bar. Tries to go for a reset maybe. Hey, that's a nice 3C.
Aye. Hard knockdown in the corner. Just chooses to go for the empty low instead. Oh, baits out the heat with a well-spaced 2C.
Overhead blocked. Eject button. Confirm. A little bit too slow, but it's fine. And there's a counter hit 2A coming through. Might sped meter? Yeah, it looks like meter's incoming. There's Moon Drive. Oh my god, just jumped out of the corner but gets hit by Moonskill Ring. Wall bounce. Not enough to kill. She's gonna take the knockdown and last setup here.
Just goes for the simple overhead and take the first round. But however, you gotta deal with Ice Blob now, and this is where the real fight begins.
No. Sometimes it's not okay to just throw those out there mid-screen like that. Oh my god.
Oh goodness, what is going?
The charge heat actually did not interact with Warg's 2C, but the combo drop let Newell get out. Anti-air? No anti-air. Just gets hit by jump B on the full jump. Probably hesitated a little bit, wasn't sure what to do there. Small reset? Oh no, it just gets thrown.
Oh, that forward tilt was so dangerous. Teleport. Go punish. That's kind of awkward to punish too, is the thing. Like, you want to immediate A follow up, but you just completely whiff it, and if you delay too late, she blocks. Dead.
Oh, big jump gets intercepted by the ice shotgun. That is kind of hard to get around if you're not fast enough. Maybe if it was like super jump A or jump C, it might have hit, but it's hard to tell. Hey, 4BC gets intercepted by 2C. Doesn't spend any meter, just takes a corner positioning.
Okay. Takes a little bit. Shield B, now you're in the corner. Oh, almost laddered, but gets the throw mid-screen. Meaty 2C.
Yeah, try to backtick and press after. Spend some meter. Now Noel, probably a one-chance situation. Oh, there's the immediate heat on the run-up. That's a very quick defensive option.
It's kind of one of his only defensive options too, so... I'm set we'll be seeing a wake-up moon drive after this interaction here. Oh, unless this kills. And it does.
Goodness. I actually thought the moon drive would mess up the bounce there for some reason. It looked really awkward, but Bell Lucas probably figured out, oh, I could just kill in this situation here. The good old Jaykom coach coming through, just like, yeah, just do this. You have all these resources, just use it to either get them super low or to actually get the round end.
Man, nice routing too to actually get that kill. 1-1. See what Noelle will do to adjust her game plan here.
Ooh. Doesn't try to swing afterwards, just flying in with jump B. Speaking of.
Ooh, that forward tech, if it was meaty, it could have been very easily punished there. Ooh. Oh, I don't know what that EX was.
It said invincibility, so I'm assuming EX teleport, but there's no way EX teleport lost to meaty stomp.
Unless there's some interaction we don't know about.
Not enough to kill. Noelle might go for a reset. No, just takes the damage full screen. In a very advantageous position.
That is an
falling shield
unfortunate
gets punished.
timing.
That is definitely one of those things that is hard to do in this game, where you see a move come out and you assume that you press shield at the right time, but if you're too low to the ground, you actually land first, and then you get punished from the landing recovery.
Oh, what's the 2C? 5A mash, anti-air, fatal. Not the most damaging combo, but it does get you in prime position for the corner throw. Hard knockdown.
Small charge. Waits for oh, mess up the option select, but it's okay. It was a way to mind control Noelle to try to jump there after that.
Trying to bait out the lead here. Noelle with the discipline to not mash afterwards. But she's looking for it.
4BC, 4BC. Oh, it was there, but you ran out of moon gauge. Unfortunate.
Can't armor through that once you run out of moon drive.
That's a lot of
Again.
meter for Noelle, though. Oh god.
Gotta love the double stomps. Full screen, start charging up. Probably want to build up that 50% moon gauge, unless you just use all of it.
Back to full screen.
Whoop.
Now, Lucas looking like they're kind of lost and how to approach, but they get the heat here, so they have another chance. Big charge jump C comes through, but no confirm after.
Uh-oh. Oh, not enough. Not enough resources to get that arc drive. Punished with the shotgun. Oh,
Small combo drop. There's a moon drive activation from Lucas. Trying to... Oh, yeah, send it. There it is. You can see how they're posturing to get a super jump in to stop a projectile. Meaty throw? No, there's the heat activation.
oh.
Another EX stomp. Another stomp. Lucas probably trying to figure out how to jump through. Oh my, what did that grab?
Probably another ice shot there. Ooh, scary? Whoa, no punish.
A little bit too far. It's okay though. You got a good chunk of life back. Throw does not kill you, but any other hit does.
Oh, the overhead though. I don't know if this is enough though. That's not gonna build enough resources. Well, it is, but unfortunately not enough damage. Oh, unblockable.
You got a high shield those, and that's tough, especially if you haven't seen it so far in the set. So Lucas moves up 2-1. Once he didn't set the room accordingly.
It's like, I believe this is still first to 3 here.
No, it's good, it's good.
Let's try this once again.
So
On the
Lucas
same stage too.
it could be Winty's settings. Winty might have this stage as this one for all net play.
Right. But as you were gonna state, Lucas up 2-1.
They're looking pretty good so far. They kind of understand the matchup right now. Try to get mid screen, super jump, because super jumping from full screen doesn't get you into the wall because you get clipped like that if you move too early.
Launcher. Hard knockdown. What's the mix here? Just the standard jumpy meaty. I don't know if Lucas knows this, but the jumpy meaty actually can be crouched. So like typically Warks can actually do 2B to mash out of there.
Oh my god, the charge 5B actually blew through whatever was coming out of that fireball right there. EX. It's gonna get knocked down. Noelle's gonna be a little bit patient on defense. They might mash 4BC though. Oh my god, that 2B was actually too far. That's unlucky.
Yeah, any closer and that would have been the clipped fatal counter there. Okay, safe heat. All heat back.
Oh yeah, there you go. I'm not sure
I
if
think
Noelle
arc drive
could've-
counter works.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think on reaction to the arc drive, you could do your own arc drive, but you have to be pretty on point to do that. It's not easy to do right away.
Definitely not. I think that is a little bit important for Blob to actually know, simply because he is one of the arc drives that lasts incredibly long, so it beats out a lot of moves. Toss?
He throws to the corner, get a full... Oh, doesn't get the full combo. Tries the mash after during the reset, gets hit by 2C. Kind of back to full screen, but Lucas does his BC in, keeps their turn. Uh-oh. They're posturing once again, so it's a little scary.
Overhead.
Oh.
Everyone getting clipped by these overheads today.
Oh, jump C does not come out, but I was gonna say Noelle stay safe, but they get clipped by 2BC. EX. Time to guess. Ooh. Might have been going for the option select there on the wake up heat. Bellucas have it. Oh, that BC almost came through and ruined Bellucas, but they get hit anyway.
The Twitch reactions! The Twitch reactions and the slight charge overhead getting clipped by the low, and then full send full screen getting hit by the carpet. 2-2.
A lot of these games do matter because now that the round count is going to be whoever wins this next one goes up 3-2, since your teammate will have to play another first or three, it gets a lot more important in terms of like how the set count goes after. Like, is there more pressure afterwards? Is it closer? Do you have more games to give? Uh-oh.
Yeah, it gives you that sense of leniency, especially for your other teammate. You don't want to put too much pressure on your own teammate after all, otherwise you might be put yourself in a very bad position here. Another toss. Wait. Lots of different little routing there.
Oh, yeah. Erin actually over to bait out the late 2A match. That was a great call out from Bellucas. They either thought it was going to be throw, low shield, 2A, and the air dash jump C beats both of them, so they got taught well by their coach, Jaykom.
Indeed. Ooh. How will Bellucas get out of this corner here? It looks like they're a little bit stuck. Less frames here. Get yourself back in the corner. Sure.
And it looks like Noel figured out, like, hey, just do, like, mid-range stomps. Oh my god, they're just trading normals.
Someone mentioned minus on hit, by the way? Shield? Oh, immediate? Trading hits?
Oh, try to run and gets hit by stomp immediately. That's one of the things you have to be careful about when you fight Evolve. If you're not immediately on top of him, usually he gets to do a stomp, and if you have to block, he gets his turn back. If you get hit, he gets his combo.
Uh-oh. Air dash back jump C. Clonking Vlov in the back of the head for the extra 10%. Hard knockdown, you're at half health. Fake meaty.
Kinda scary for Noel, but Bellucas pressure has kind of been kind of iffy on the corner. Oh, they haven't been able to bait out those heats anymore since earlier in the set. Oh no, landing recovery gets punished.
I'd imagine Noel wants as much meter as possible. Oh! No! Jump cancel on the clash, but the dropped combo. Should we punish?
Oh, too high. Ah, punishes the landing recovery, gets the kill confirmed. Bellucas takes the set. Takes the first set 3-2.
Excellent start for both of them too. Getting 2 games is always like a healthy buffer for your other teammates as well. Look worse than 3 though.
It does help that even though, like, let's say you do lose a set 3-2, since you still have those 2 games, your partner, as long as they can win their set a little bit more closer, or maybe even get a sweep, it would be a lot better for them to. It would be a lot better for the team as a whole to say, okay, you know, we work as a team, we figure out what to do. They probably are in a Discord call talking to each other, figuring out what to do. So it's like, okay, next time you go up, you might want to do this when you play this player, or hey, I noticed that this person wants to do this that you might have seen if you have to play them. Because it's a back and forth type thing, you'll see something that your teammate's not seeing when they're playing, and vice versa. So that's why a lot of team aspects are very integral to becoming a better player. It helps you notice things that you might not see as you're playing.
Yeah, and we've seen that plenty of times during the course of this tournament, where the first team, or the first match of the players, someone might lose like 3-2 or 3-0, and the next time they play again, it's a completely different story. And once so you like have these team captains, or even their partner in crime, giving them pointers on what their opponent is doing, what you're not doing. And so when you go in with another fresh mind, you can start making these adjustments and make a little bit more. How should I say it? Make a little bit more different decisions to aid your victory. God, that was terrible.
I mean, you get time to look back and think back and adapt to things that happen, right? So
Adapting is for nerds.
What? Look around your house. Actually, without even getting up from your desk, how many adapters can you see?
0.
0?
Yeah, I don't use my adapter for my controller for my computer. What are you talking about?
You can power adapters. How is your computer plugged in? Idiot.
You know, that's a good point.
Dumbass.
Alright. Okay, actually, well, I'm just gonna say this right now. God damn, Fox's new avatar actually looks super adorable. I love that look.
Yeah, it's cute. Hey,
Oh,
guys, check out this this Matcherino link. Get these codes in, do some quests, help people out. We got that.
Throw money at people.
But I'm gonna hand it back to Fox and let these two start.
Oh man, another vlog. That's right. This is the double
Yes.
vlog team.
It is. I don't want to say it's rare because I feel like a lot of people who would be newer slash above newer players in this game would appreciate Vlav because he kind of does a lot of things to shut out other new players who don't understand how to move or defend in this game that well versus like big zoners. But if you know how to play Roa, I feel like you kind of have a good advantage over those Vlav players because you have different ways to intercept the zoning. But not when you get hit like that.
Oh my goodness, Rap already immediately going for these violent DPs. Does not want any form of pressure to be going on them. Okay.
Jump B, blocks a double overhead, blocks a double overhead again. Oh, scary. 2-1-4, my friend, my ally.
We love our Thunder Tackles, EX, Launcher, Hard Knockdown. What do we got here? Empty Little? This is always a little dicey for Vlav here, especially since his ability to mash out stuff is a little bit worse than most characters. So getting out of roll pressure, hard.
Hey, gets a full screen snipe again. 2-1-4. 1, 2, 3. Incoming save jump. Goes for it.
Oh.
Hey, blocks A follow but doesn't punish. Then the immediate shield into B follow and they're just waiting for each other to press afterwards.
Yeah, I like Ryazo going for this patient style right here. Dead? Yep. Yeah, when Roa is in that moon drive and like the threat of 4BC is imminent, it's so brutal. What an option select, by the way. Like, hard knockdown here. Charge up. Nice.
So now that Ace Trainer doesn't have any moon gauge, you don't really have to worry about 2360 from Roa that much because you can respond moon drive back. But now when you get hit like that, the 2B confirm, gotta push all the way to the corner, spend.
3C. Air throw in the corner. Great combo, doesn't really matter too much though.
Keeping pressure, deciding to use more meter. Oh, getting mashed on, feels bad. Uh-oh. Drop confirm, tag, jump A.
Okay. Making the most out of it, but heats out immediately. Ooh. Hi. Dead.
Tried to flinch. Saw the jump start up there, unfortunately for Ace Trainer Raph. And it's one of those situations where they might not be really familiar with how to play this matchup, because I feel like if you're a Roa player, you have one of the best tools in the game to snipe any projectile that exists, forcing the opponent to moon drive if they think that they want to stay safe. But it also requires you to have moon drive back, so that way you don't get smoked for spending meter on a read.
Right. Yeah, EX Hero is one of the best opportunities to just punish Vlav for trying to just counter zone. Hey! Slide under! Send you all the way to that corner there, here.
Ooh, doesn't get the air sequence, but still keeps positioning. Reactionary shield on after the two-way whiff. Great stuff from Ace Trainer. Gonna get the air throw sequence. They have no meter, but it's just about corner positioning versus Vlav. Triple overhead. Vlav is tall, so that he has to block those more often than not.
Throw. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The moment you're in that corner, you're stuck blocking forever. You can't do that.
Tried to press after. Kind of hard to do. Well, in those situations, if Roa delays his pressure a little bit too long, Vlav can probably press 2B, but it's also space independent, which Roa is really good at being at an angle where if Vlav wants to press his bigger buttons, he usually gets counter hit by like a lightning. Yeah, like one of those.
Oh. Had to end the combo a little early there if they want to keep that positioning. And I like how Raph is actually just straight up keeping Razo in the corner. This should be a punish. Yep. Arc drive. Oh my god. Full screen 4.9.
That's just a tick pressure. Oh, 4BC. Yeah, you can't. It's funny because I don't see a lot of Roa players kind of doing that versus Vlad players when they have such an overwhelming advantage in this matchup. Just he has a lot of tools to kind of negate the way Vlad wants to play.
4BC especially. Preemptive moon drive, tries to possible screen just to look at the screen for a little bit longer. Spends everything here. Shield almost dies here. Heat covers it with the option select.
Very nice stuff from Ace Trainer. A lot of the pressure at the end there was just made to bait a lot of delayed wake up reactions, so that held heat too, especially because it's held heat, you don't have to really worry too much about doing the immediate option select. You get to wait, look at it, and be like, okay, I get a full punish off the shield.
Good reaction to the 4BC getting that full confirm here. Once again, we're seeing this corner for the next 30 seconds.
Specifically picking the left corner. It's not even just like either corner, it's just this one. Probably Ace Trainer Raph might have better, execution facing left side. That's always a possibility.
Yeah.
Oh, we did mash 2A again, no.
Vlad usually loses those counter interactions, so when it clashes like that, all you can just do is hope and pray to goodness that they explode. This is like one of the first times we're actually seeing the other corner. Yazo's playing significantly slower now. Does not want to donate any more shield and just staying as far away as possible because they're scared of the 4BC.
You can see Ace Trainer just kind of like jumping forward, waiting. They don't have to commit, yeah. And then when they get to that spot on the screen where 4BC, 6BC is almost instantaneous, it takes up the screen that Vlad wants to try to contest and usually gets sniped.
Mini BC. I. Okay!
Takes
50-50.
left, right? Oh. No,
Oh, wow.
we ran out of shield.
Block. Stuck in this corner again, though. Toss. Oh, what the spacing Raph is so good at just positioning.
Last chance. Might bait the heat activation here. No. Realzo tries to mash 2A's there.
Still want to be careful, though. 4BC's on the table. Not enough, though.
Might go for reset. No, just takes some damage, push to full screen. That could be enough to kill. Ooh, I thought they were gonna go for. I thought they were gonna go for a reset. Oh my god, we tech those in the 5C because you tried to jump. Jump start up, got caught by the 5C overlapping.
Goodness. All of those resources spent just to go into one mid screen, only to get mashed on by a throw tech. 2-1. Raph favor. Raph's adjustment in this matchup has been excellent too, playing much slower and also just completely cornering Ryazo.
Oh, don't do this, Lumina. Lumina, no!
It might be the dreaded loading screen.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
We're back. We're here. No worries. Might have given Ryazo some time to think with that loading screen. Oh, no moon drive. If you're fighting Roa, you gotta react to your moon drive so you don't get smoked from full screen and gets Oki. It's kind of scary.
The one thing about Vlav is, though, that if you do the charged fireball, there are certain times where you just straight up cannot moondrive. That window of moondrive cancel is very small.
Oh, back tech moondrive, 60-0. Oh, I love 4BC.
Oh, excellent routing. Fits in that moon skill there to build that extra meter.
Raph trying to get back to that mid-screen space to contest. Yep, we're in, so you have to be careful if you're Ryazo, because 4BC can come through, 6BC, also Hyro again.
Yep, super jumps in. Nice.
Raph,
Wait,
back
Raph
to full
has-
screen.
There it is. Hero?
Down, side switch. Ooh, tries to air dash back. Throws a little shield, doesn't get a left right anymore, just gets a safe jump more or less.
Toss. Chase him down.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. There we go. There we go. They're just trading moon skills one by one. 15 seconds left on the clock though. Can Ralzo do it? This is looking a little dicey. And with the pressure that Roa can actually exert here, I don't think Ralzo has enough time to actually make a comeback here.
They got free for a second, so they might have been able to get like a jump C 5B confirmed, but they weren't really confident about how to escape that pressure. Now, Ace Trainer doing a great job so far, even though it was kind of scrambly at the end there. More staggers coming through. Oh, we blocked those overheads. Let's go.
Let's BP. Bull confirm after the EX.
Mid-screen knockdown, not that scary, but you still have to deal with the dreaded Roy air dash pressure.
Woo!
Oh, that feels bad. You tap high shield because you think you're coming in contact with the BC, but it whiffs and you're just in shield recovery.
Got one more, a couple more interactions.
Oh.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh my god, that did so much.
I don't think there's enough meter though. Pop, zap. Oh. Falling shield.
Oh, we tech those. Very last chance for Yazo. Shield back. B follow up and does enough to kill that situation.
Alright, 3-1 in favor of Raph here. Excellent shilling, showing off the counter Vlob tech from Roa. And I think Raph was actually looking for games against Vlob players this morning too, if I recall correctly, like looking at the Panic Shield Anonymous Discord. Shout out to them, by the way.
This morning, I mean, I assume they've been grinding this whole week, because that's one of those things where you want to make sure you don't want to study for the test the day of, unless you're one of those people who can just do that. But I don't think you can do that for fighting games particularly, because you have to like train. You have to train your hands for specific situations, and you want to have that ingrained in your brain way earlier than like a few minutes before the set.
I mean, they could have been practicing all week and then actually just have like a few games against Vlob in the morning of, just to give yourself a refresher for the day of.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm hoping what was going on.
But again, we're back to Noel versus Belucas. Love work.
So now I believe we're down to first to twos now, if I'm not mistaken, which means that if you manage to win the first to two in a much more dynamic setting, you have more time to like recollect yourself, understand what you had to do in the matchup. But you only have one game really, so essentially it's a first to one for the rest of the set for Erin's team.
This is not a good start for Noel, though. Immediately jumped in. We are seeing this corner for Vlob the entire time. Oh, fakes out the fake. The fakes the fake. Into full combo.
Spends again, gets the knockdown. Ooh, delay air dash. I like that. Trying to bait out a delay button, but gets matched by 2B anyway. Might side switch if they know it. No, it's okay. They just take damage, push full screen. Oh! Read the stomp, did EX teleport. OTG to the corner, there's a Moondrive, doesn't see anything. Oh, lucky.
Full confirm here. 1, 2, 3, air throw. Which do you do? Empty low here. Confirm with the 2-2B. Whoa, okay, what is going? Wait, oh my god, you're just dead.
Oh, that actually traded so well in Belucas' favor, because the one ring, it popped up while high enough on counter, so that way you can just dash up and get the confirm, and now it looks like it's set point for Belucas if they can get this round.
How come the game stop? Oh, we're just running into these ice shards. Pew, 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 pew. Bluff gaming.
Well, you can dash block more reliably ever since the patch 2 years ago, where we could do that, but it still requires you to do it faster than normal.
Oh, you're still minus. Unlucky.
Left, right, does the Moondrive, sees the 2A already recovered in time. Didn't respond to the clash with the Moondrive activation, so it just gets sniped out by the rest of the Icicles. And Noel holds on for their team.
Oh, but the pressure there. How much pressure do you have to be to just consistently twitch on their offense? But still keeping it cool. Never mind.
Frame trap. Noel tried to press probably like 2B2C in that pressure, and the delay 236 just caught them off guard. Big counter hit starter. Oof, blood heat.
Excellent discipline to just not immediately go into the... Both players have excellent discipline.
Don't press anything, thank you. No, didn't block low in time. 2BC doesn't interact with anything before BC does.
Thankfully, not enough resources. Oh no, the cross under 2C! Arc drive, no mercy! Get out of here! And as Mark said, wasn't worth my time.
And that is GG's. So, Jaykom's team, very well fought. They it looked like they really understood the matchup of, oh, we have to fight 2 Vlogs? Okay, tell us everything you know. And I'm pretty sure Jaykom was just like, alright, in my time of playing this game, Vlogs only want to do 2 things. And you need to know how to fight both of them. And they did their job. It was very impressive to see how it worked for both of his players, because it's not easy to teach someone, okay, you can't always go in versus Vlog, you have to kind of like wait. And a lot of newer fighting game players, well, not newer, but a lot of fighting game players who play a game at a beginner level just kind of want to go in. They don't want to try to think about how to make space sometimes, but that discipline will make you a better gamer on the long run.
Definitely. As we saw both players mostly trying to corner the Vlob and just push him back until you're in that position to actually start going in, as opposed to like, I need to go in. And then you just eventually get shot and die.
Alright, so I noticed that, so I'm switching over. Alright, so I've got Medusa here for the interview. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing fine.
Alright, nice. So, you've made it to the finals. What does this moment mean for you as the team mentor?
That's a good question. I was thinking about it for a while, and it's the thing that's on my mind the most is that I'm kind of seeing this whole thing as like some kind of, in a way, like an opportunity like to validate my own experiences doing like these fighting games, because I've been around for a while, like, so I'd say like around a decade at this point, not with fighting games specifically. I started with Smash. Only recently did I start like trying other fighting games, but it's like I feel like doing this thing with T5 is like an opportunity for me to like try and like take all that accumulated experience and try to put it into something meaningful to like help a couple other players try to succeed into the event. And I'm invested to see my team win, not just for them, but also to like to see that, you know, like the stuff I've learned over time, you know, it'll work to like help other people.
Yeah. And so what part of your students' growth are you most proud of going into the finals here?
I would say both of my students they've been putting in their work, most certainly. I think the thing that I'm probably the most pleased with at the moment is just what I'm seeing from Klepper. That's not saying like Rasp isn't putting in his own work, but it's more so because like I kind of put like just a little bit more focus into trying to get Klep to kind of like prepare for Yina specifically. And just yesterday, like he was playing with a bunch of work players, and we were like going through like the replays that day, like just looking at the matches, like just barely like an hour or two afterwards. And like I'm like seeing like a lot of really fast growth. I'm seeing him like pick up some stuff that I was pointing out to him really fast, and that was just really pleasing for me to see.
All right. So going off of that, so you said you have Klepper playing some matches. So any other strategies or last minute adjustments for this upcoming set?
I would say the last minute adjustments that I had in mind were mostly kind of just related to work because with Rasp, like I'm generally more confident that he's gonna be able to pull through against JJ. So there wasn't really like too much that I felt that needed to be like pointed out or like dialed in on too hard. So what I tried handling was like last night I just went on my own. I just went on the training mode. I just labbed like a couple of like specific things, like certain mix-ups that Work's doing that I feel like should be like reacted to, or like navigating like what happens when either character heats against each other. Like what's the most likely thing to happen? What's the safest thing to do? I tried going over a little like micro scenarios like that and kind of just like explaining them in like walls of text for Klepper to like pick up on like the next morning, and that's kind of what I focused on.
How would you describe your journey with your two students up to this point?
I would say it's been pretty interesting and fun up to this point. The first week or so, I wasn't really able to be around too much, so I felt like we kind of just like we kind of just like eked by a little bit. But like the following weeks, I was definitely more involved. And I'd say like this past week, it's probably the most involved I've been. Like just actively like trying to work with them and like looking at both of their replays, trying to help them both. And it was a lot of fun for me. It was. It's not often that I'm able to be in like these positions where it's like I'm in like some kind of like I'm some sort of like mentor figure. So it was an interesting change of pace for me. I enjoyed it, and I hope both of them enjoyed it too.
So, win or lose, what do you hope they take away from this?
What I hope they take away is just taking some of the approaches that I take for labbing and like dialing in on certain situations, and just them retaining it and trying to apply it on their own for like their own specific lab time. Because the way I feel about things is like I don't think I'm the most like clear or like I don't think I'm the most like clear teacher around for like a lot of stuff. So some of the stuff that I worry about when I'm like teaching other people in general is that maybe I'm just not like I'm just not explaining things thoroughly enough, or maybe or maybe the way I go about things is like too messy. But if they do get something from it, I hope it sticks, because I feel like the stuff that I'm showing them, not just for any specific matchups, like it'll be stuff it'll help them in the long run. Like if they want to just like if they just want to like dial in on just anything related to the game, whether it's matchups or the mechanics and whatnot, because the way I go about things, it's helped me a lot since I started playing the game, and it's gotten me this far. So I'd like to feel that if I can convey what I know to them, then it'll make them more consistent.
All right. And any last words?
For both of them, I will say, just play your hearts out. Don't worry too much, win or lose. Just go out there, play your best, have your fun. It's been a great journey so far. I hope you guys do well. And it's been a pleasure working with both of you.
Okay. So here we are. You've made it to the finals. What does this moment mean to you as a mentor?
Honestly, it's kind of reminiscent of the last T5 as well, where I was in the finals. It was just mostly I felt super proud of in the last one it was Skank and Garbage and Delta Zero. I was super proud of them, and now like I'm super proud of Jiggler Joggler and Yina, that we're able to get here, and they all worked really hard, and that's just kind of mostly what I'm feeling right now. Yeah.
At it again. So
Yep.
what part of your students' growth are you most proud of?
I think like the thing I'm most proud of is just really the effort they put in. It's like no one ever slacked off. They're playing almost every day, grinding, practicing the things they needed to, getting the matches in, etc., etc. And like you can just see it in their gameplay. It's so much better. Look at week 1 versus what you're going to see today. You can definitely tell the difference. You can see the improvement. And of course, I've been playing against them this whole time too, right? So I slowly see them. Okay, at first, I'm taking all my games. I'm winning every single one of my games, but now, okay, I'm dropping a game here and there. They're starting to beat me more and more, and they're making progressively better decisions. It's just pretty much that. Yeah.
So, what adjustments or last minute strategies did you focus on for this last set here?
We mostly of course like improving on just general stuff, but also there is looking into a lot of our opposing players player habits, learning how to fight against the character, reviewing those players VODs, and just seeing, okay, what are they good at and what are they bad at, and how to exploit those weaknesses.
Makes sense. How would you describe like your journey as an entire team, all three of you, from the first week you got together up until now?
I mean, I think I kind of described it with my previous with the previous questions as well, but it's really just keeping at it, continuously grinding. Of course, like how far we are in the bracket and stuff changed, but what we have to do and what we are doing didn't really change. Of course, like there's a bit of nuance depending on who we're playing and what the problems are, but the idea of it just remains.
Yeah. So regardless of the outcome, what do you hope these two take away from the, not just the match, but the entire experience?
Well, I guess I hope they had fun, and they're both definitely better players. So I think like whether they want to keep playing or continue on playing this game or not, I'm happy with the progress they both made, and I think that's something they'll definitely take away from this whole thing.
Right, and any final words before the match?
Get that W. I guess there's not much else to say. If you both play as you have been playing, I think I said the exact same thing last time too. Just play as you normally would, and you guys will win.
Just win. It's that easy.
Win. It really is that easy. Just play to your own standards.
All right. I'm gonna switch back to our commentators and let them take it away.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
So as you all heard from Vivian, I also remember Vivian as not like a beginner, but they knew how to play fighting games already. I knew them from BB Tag, but when I saw them play Type Lumina and they picked Mario, I was like, this seems like a good fit for them. They like to be very evasive, and they got to become one of the strongest Type Lumina players that we have in North America, and now they're being one of the best coaches that we have in North America as well to teach people how to play this game.
I remember when Vivian first made a splash into Type Lumina. I'm just like, who is this Mario player, and why are they so goddamn good?
It's because they played BB Tag first. They played a team where they just didn't want to interact, and the way they play Mario is they're trying not to interact with you, but they understand sometimes I have to use my sick, nasty cross-up break mix-up to win sets, and that's what they've learned, how to have a good mix of aggression and keep away, and now they're trying to push that onto their pupils.
I'm starting these
Isn't
two
that
up.
what BB
though.
Tag is?
No, BB Tag, like, from what I remember, BB Tag is more just trying to maul your opponent to death with just unseeable high, low, left, right, unblockable mix-ups.
That's fair. That's fair. Violence. Speaking of which, Speaking of violence, both Noels, Small Noel versus Big Noel, or I guess regular Noel. Raspberry versus the Jiggler, the Joggler.
So I feel like this matchup is mostly dictated by how well the Noel player is able to intercept the Dead Apostle Noel. Just being able to make sure that she can't fly away for free, but her speed makes it really hard because she has a lot of spears. She has more projectiles than regular Noel. Noel is only, cursed with the 10.
Yeah, instead, Small Noel has 1.5 million. But still, full corner here. Push them in. Alright. Meaty setup.
Ooh. Doesn't get fatal. You'll take that trade any day of the week. You just gotta lift some pressure, but now you have to go back in, try to get something started, because you are at a pretty big life deficit, especially against this mobile character. Hey.
So, start up your pressure. Oh, unfortunately, can't counter that.
You can buffer your invincible reversal there, but you have to be on point. But gets the EX Black Key to come through. Are we gonna go for resurges? Air throw, looks like. Last chance, most likely. Oh,
Can we just wake up throw?
That feels so bad because you get the last knockdown, you're expecting them to try to throw, but you stagger your pressure for too long, you just get thrown anyway.
That's just in time. Doesn't get anti-aired by the 5B. Throw tech bait. Full confirm. Drops the combo though.
Oh.
Okay.
Baits out the shield, gets a throw, and there's the wake up DP into EX skewers.
Here's the OTG side switch here. Give them the good old dance slide. Overhead.
That is hard to block. If she turns blue like that, you just kind of have to assume you have to block high there or do something to blow through those. And now, does Moondry? Oh!
I'm surprised that hit.
Stagger pressure. Throw does more damage in Blood Heat. Well, all your moves do more damage while you're in Blood Heat. You get a multiplier.
It was like 10%, right?
I believe it's 20. No. Is it 20%? I think it's 20%.
10 or 20%.
I believe it. Regular Heat 10. Blood Heat should be 20.
I see. Oh, full punish. Excellent awareness on the shield beat to replenish the landing with the 2C. This should be dead. I see that. An explosion of power to end game 1 in Raspberry Saber.
It was a clutch moon drive there at the end. Got the full punish afterwards. Realized how many resources they had and just said, okay, I could try to end the round here. Even if the round wasn't over, it was you just keep your space, you throw out all your projectiles constantly and see if the Noel player can traverse the screen. But I know JJ's doing a pretty good job of trying to get these hits. They're just 1 or 2 decisions away from sealing a round.
And Raspberry staying just as evasive. Put themselves in the corner though. Immediately dashes back mid-screen. Does not want to deal with the pressure here. Try to keep themselves safe a little bit. Okay.
Whoa. Big counter hit 2C. Probably. Oh. It's a small reset. Air dash jump B confirmed. Spend to get the knockdown. Trying to keep space. No, it goes for the left right mix up and goes empty low.
Yeah, how much? No, that's a little awkward of a confirm, especially if Charm jumps B there, getting that fatal. But yeah, dance combo routes unfortunately do not lend themselves very well to comboing immediately into multiple EX moves without a specific routing.
Oh my god, okay, this was on purpose, it looks like.
Okay.
Oh,
DP, give me a...
Yeah, wake up BDP, then one has invincibility, and she can EX cancel on that on hit or block. Oof, doesn't match anything. JJ trying to keep pressure. Oh my god, that could have been with punish. Oops.
Whoa.
I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a backdash, but if you're a JJ, you take those.
Absolutely. Not gonna be dead just yet, though. Ah, no!
That is hard to beat. You have to be attempting to jump past her DP, because if you jump in front of her DP, you also have to block it. So if you want it to whiff completely, you have to do that jump that you saw JJ just do.
There we go. BC? Not the most damage. Reset. Yeah, I was about to say, like, that looked like a little bit dicey on the damage, so they're probably gonna get a little greedy there. They can play a little greedy. Stand
That person
shield.
has Moondrive active, so they can throw out a Moose or two.
Scary.
Oof. Gets punished for throwing an Erin key. You have to be careful how you place those because you still have some landing recovery. Uh-oh.
50-50. Oh, whoa, the nice fix on the combo. That's
Ooh,
really
maybe it's
difficult to
around.
actually fix.
Yes, because a lot, as you said earlier, a lot of Dead Apostle Noel's issues come from the fact that her routing has very specific spacing, a lot of ways how normals interact with the opponent. So if you do the wrong normal while you do a combo, it's like, ooh, this won't work anymore. But Raspberry feels like they have a good handle on how to fix a lot of issues that arise in those situations.
Yeah, sometimes you side switch a little too much and then accidentally get the wrong special. Okay. Looking very strong for Team Medusa here. See how Team Vivian counterattacks. Very strong combo start here.
Corner push. Gonna go for the save jump. Oh, Moondrive doesn't want to deal with it. Immediately gets the throw afterwards. Oof. JJ decides to mash. 2B no confirm. It's okay. Raspberry being a little bit more defensive so far. They're trying to see if there's a new read from JJ, but they just immediately take the turn with the backdash skewer. Oh my.
Oh, confirmed. Well, what? I think 5C could have picked up from that distance.
I was wondering that as well. I thought it would, but maybe JJ hasn't been in that position enough to make that attempt. Could still be nerves. They do have a small life. It looks like it's even now. Moondrive, BC. Didn't get the BC come out fast enough to get the punish.
Good attack.
Oh, that down back was scary. No throw attempt. Raspberry's probably gonna. Oh,
What? Okay. Okay. We're making it out of there alive for JJ there. Okay. But still no Moondrive though, on both ends. Decides not to
Reversal
spend the
back-
resource there.
yeah, just trying to hold on to. Oh my god, spacing mid screen. Raspberry gets a small confirm. Spins meter gets a knockdown. Skewers don't come through. No anti-air for JJ.
Should be a 50-50 attempts. Here we go. Which way? Just push.
Trying to bait out a low shield there and manages to clip JJ for standing up a little bit too early. A shield, B follow up. Oh my god, that actually did not come in contact with her at all.
Ooh, my goodness. Relentless. Look at how many resources both players have too, but JJ down one, never mind, still finally building that 50% after that one hit. Like, push in the corner.
Safe jump, gets shielded. Doesn't try to react to the B follow up. That is hard to react to if you've not seen it a lot.
Double overhead.
The air
this
dash
one's
kind of
sick.
delaying it. Oh, very nice knockdown. Trying to probably do the flash kick earlier. Got it finally.
Anti-air, they should be dead. Oh, they should be dead, yeah.
That was great routing. I actually have seen that drop from a couple of Dead Apostle Noel players in the past, but I'm pretty sure it requires you to just like instantaneously do arc drive at the end of Air 236C.
I believe so. It's been a while since I played this character, so I believe that is the correct routing. Yeah. Anyway, strong start from Team Medusa. Raspberry with a clean 3-0 to start off their team.
It can be kind of hard to fight Dead Apostle Noel players, especially since the ones that you want to fight against are more seasoned players. There aren't more of them that might be on the level that you're playing at, especially because it seems like Raspberry has been playing for quite some time, but they might not be considered a more experienced player. They might just be considered an intermediate player, and you can kind of tell from the decisions they're not like one of the stronger players just based off experience, but they're stronger in terms of how their game sense is. They're able to make the space on the screen, realize how far you are, and then say, okay, I'll throw out some skewers. Oh, you're not approaching? Okay, I know that you're not confident in trying to get past these to get into the zone where these might miss and you can punish me, so Raspberry understood that and was just kind of being more aggressive in that matchup versus JJ.
That is one of the benefits of Data Pulse in well. Despite the fact that she's a zoner, she's also one of the fastest characters in the game, surprisingly. So she just runs up right in front of your face, air dashes in front of you, double overheads, and you're not ready for it.
And
But
so
enough about Data Pulse in well.
we have our new players coming up. Kepler versus Yena is going to be Mashu versus Red Archewid. So Mash is a character a lot of people have been seeing more of ever since she got a lot of buffs. I believe last year, and they were very warranted. But a lot of people are probably saying that like maybe she didn't need those because she feels way stronger than before.
Despite the fact that people say that she's a lot stronger than before, I think they still regard her as around like mid-tier or so, which just goes to show how strong some of these characters are.
Ooh, didn't hold the shield long enough, so you get hit on recovery by the Charge 5C. There we go, hold shield, but didn't jump cancel after the A follow-up clash. You can do that if that clashes with BC.
Oh, we're just throwing each other out here. Oh my goodness.
Double jump, ooh, doesn't get intercepted, but tries to press after blocking 5A. One more chance. Oh, tries to press 2B on defense and gets hit by the teleport jump C, the nothing personnel.
Flipper's been trying to get something started because they've been doing a lot of haymakers throughout the entire first round. They aren't getting rewarded for it, except with a giant punch to the face. 3.6 left, right, into another eject button starter. Ha, ha.
Decides to stay in the front, goes overhead, blocks the overhead. Great stuff from Kepler. Now they're trying to figure out how to escape the corner. I am sensing that they're trying to not send it with shield skill, but oh god.
Oh my, that is so awkward to call. What the kind of combo routing is this?
It's very fortunate that Warwick's jump 2C kind of stabilizes a lot of errant hits that you're not sure how to fix. So the jump 2C kind of like pulls you down to the ground with her, and then she can kind of use that as a way to be like, okay, can this 5A work here? 5A 2C 3C, or do I just have to do like 5A air throw or something like that? It's very nice that she has that.
Yeah, being able to fix your combo on the fly with a move like that effectively repositions your opponent for you is such a godsend in certain games where you just get these random hits.
Ooh. Shield back. Kepler trying to chase a lot harder on. Oh my god. And oh, immediate jump C. Hold that.
This is so much damage too. Oh my goodness. 4.4.
Oh, try to jump. Ah, low shield gets bopped. Probably trying to hold low shield after getting hit by 2A. Sometimes you have to be diligent and not holding shield in those instances when you're hit.
Excellent combos from Flapper too. Just completely annihilated in 3 combos.
And that's especially helps when you fatal somebody during the start of your confirm. That way you just get the extra damage, you get the extra hits done, so you have less to worry about in terms of if you don't know this is enough damage or not.
Overhead?
Uh-oh. Tried the mash after whiffing shield, which is sometimes it works, but you have to commit to something maybe more invincible because people will try to just kill you afterwards.
Oh. Air dash forward, side switch. Hey?
Spend.
Yeah, why not? You have 3 bars.
Are they low? Oh, trying to bait out a mash, but there's immediate blood heat.
Uh-oh. Wait, are you dead?
If they do the right routing, yes.
Oh my god, you died.
Whew. Great awareness by Yanami, because I think if they had not realized that they could just do immediate arc drive after the first ring, they would not have had enough time to do arc drive.
Showed off the overhead a few times and now going for the fake. Falls for it, taking 3.7.
Whereas the air dash made out a couple of options. Yanami doing great so far, but they actually have enough resources to respond to that. Oh my god.
Wow.
No, tried to high shield the jump in, but gets hit by the empty low.
Probably gonna be trying to see if they can do it in the heat here. Oh, the throw got baited.
That feels so
Don't
bad.
TP.
That should be game. Yes, there we go. Now both teams are just. It feels like one of the stronger players on each team is kind of making a dominating performance, and it'll probably be on the other teammates to try to like coach them through what's going on to see what they can do to kind of stabilize what's happening.
Indeed. If we get 3-0, 3-0 both times, this is gonna be a very interesting set.
It'll be
Whoever
interesting to
adapts first.
see. Yeah, it'll be interesting as you said to see like who breaks the trend, because once you do that, then you have a significant advantage in having maybe 1 or 2 games over your opponents.
Shield Bash did not believe in it immediately. Oh wow, you're so greedy.
Yeah, probably tried to throw afterwards. Not plus enough to approach from that angle. Air dash back. Ah, tricky. Tried to bait out his shield on the wrong way, but Kepler tried to fuzzy mash most likely, and that's the
Nope.
not the round.
Oh, this is a lot of damage. That's a good starter.
Raw EX starter usually nets you about like 3.9 4K depending on your routing. Overhead blocked plus frames. Try to
Plus
move.
frames?
Bunk. More staggers, trying to see if you decide to press anything. There it is.
Ooh, that's so scary. Nah, catches the jump with a Erin 5. Get out of the air. Just no. Stop. Did you see me? Full routing. EX rings here. Hard knockdown back into the corner soon. Whoa.
Couldn't tell if that was gonna be meaty or not. Probably tried to jump on wake up. Got hit.
Did not fall for them fake meaty, but just gets heat, and this should not still be it. There's one more interaction, but throw is on the table for death. DP.
Give me out. I'm gonna get the air throw. You get a left, right, high, low mix up here. There's air dash back. Doesn't get the confirm afterwards, and not the fatal B. No.
No.
And that is our first 3-0 for Team Vivian. So now we're gonna go back to other 2 contestants to see who can win this now first to 2 battle, if I'm not mistaken.
First to 2. Let's see who breaks parity first.
Now that you get to run the site again, maybe you'll have the idea with this format is maybe you have a better idea of, okay, I know where I messed up, and maybe just instead of getting the 1, you get the 2, you win the set a lot better. You give your team more confidence. You feel a lot better about your play. So if ever comes back to you again, you know what you got to do.
But of course, you can't be too light on if you win either, because you just know your opponent is going to be the one adapting, so you have to adapt to possible adaptations that your opponent might be throwing out. Can't get too comfortable after all.
And it also does help that the opponents have to play each other, the same players have to play each other again, because then you're not thrown off by another matchup that you're not too sure about. Ooh. Gonna get to left, right. Oh, didn't stand up in time. Feels bad.
Right. Here's another left, right. Which way? Throw.
Moved
Well,
around
that
the
could've
side, but
been
doesn't get comboed. Oh, back tech. No, he didn't hold shield.
So much panicking.
It is kind of difficult when you're fighting a slightly stronger player than you were expecting, because it looks like JJ's not. Oh my god, just got whiff punished with BDP.
Oh, tried again. Oh, waited a little bit too long. 2A match from the JJ here. Corner carry. Now, I see a lot of Noel players going for like the left rights instead of doing like the basic meaty. What do you think about that?
It can. Oh my god, let's go clash. It can be one of those things where you might have more confidence in the left right hitting, because it gives you a higher hit rate if it does work, but you know, the standard meaty gives you more information about how they're trying to mash on your standard pressure. Oh god, oh god.
Oh my goodness. Smother.
Raspberry is showing that they have not forgotten how to fight Noel in this matchup. Looks like they have JJ's number, but again, it can be one of those things where JJ might need a little bit more time to adjust, or is not really confident in how they're playing. It looks like, because maybe they think like, oh, this matchup might not be good for me, or this fairy kind of just jumping around trying to hit me with everything. So their approach might be a little stagnated.
But still, Noella's both Noella's being a momentum-based character, but Noella, especially with their strike throw, can be very, very brutal. Forward tech gets punished.
Spend. Corner push. Is it a safe jump? Double jump trying to bait out a low shield. Gets the 4th throw to the corner. They have to be worried about the moon skill on defense, like right there, but we moon skill back in response. Very nice from JJ.
Incredible awareness. One more. Throw.
Because the throw fatal off the shield, you do get more damage on it, so it killed very, very cleanly in that situation.
Oh, push yourself back away from the keys there. Okay. Another meaty setup. Jump, jump. Throw.
Yep, Raspberry on defense. Ah, that feels so
Too
bad.
early.
That's one of those things you learn as you play, the timing on how to throw somebody on wake up.
Oh, too late.
Safe. Very good.
That reached? That's crazy.
Aww.
50-50 time? Which way? And overheaded again. That moon skill too, paying dividends for Raspberry here. This should be arc drive finish. Yep.
There we go. I'm glad they decided to do arc drive instead of maybe trying to spend 2 bars to kill instead, because there's a lot of situations where spending 2 meter doesn't get you to confirm, whereas if you just spent the 3, you would be in a better position. Oh god. Oh god, we're just pressing buttons.
It's 50.
Time set up. Little shield. There's the moon drive. Oh my god, I actually still got the throw afterwards, even after blocking the explosion. There's the DP.
Ooh, that's scary. Sniped? Full screen snipe. Did not get the follow-up. Too early on the throw again. Okay.
There's the heat. Oh,
That lasted so long.
If JJ had moon drive, they would have been able to blow through that because they were correct. Small drop again. Jumpy on the way down. JJ doing a good job of making sure they're not being too passive anymore, but it looks like they're getting clipped for trying to move because of their life deficit.
Oh, that's a free punish. Oh, no.
Gets a proper shield again. JJ still has plenty of time left on the clock. I don't want to say be patient. Oh, and they get hit by the jump back skewers.
Yeah, even though the timer was still at like 45 seconds, the amount of keys that JJ had, though, unfortunately, I don't think that could have lasted even another 20 seconds. And without those keys, neutral becomes significantly more difficult to play, especially against Dan, who's so mobile. Still good stuff, not breaking under the pressure. 5-3.
So Raspberry making sure their team stays up in round count so far, but Inami can still do the same thing and just win the set 2-0. But I feel like Kepler, if they're a little bit more confident in how they approach a red Arcade, they could probably get a game or 2 if they're sick nasty enough.
Mm-hmm. It all rides might just ride on this set here. See what these two have. Yanami with the dominant force being on the work. But Clapper also no slouch.
I think if Kepler decides to send it on some more moon skills, like moon skill tackle, when they think rings are coming, you can kind of just bully red Arcawids who try to rely on that zoning type of pressure, but it also makes sure that you don't fall into the trap of just only doing that if you think they're gonna zone.
But immediately air dash forward, jump B. Ends the combo a little early. Hey. Pop, pop, pop. Hi. Hard knockdown here. Maybe.
Oh, shield BC, get out. Oh, landed really quickly, but still lost the turn afterwards. Kepler manages to press 2B. That's one of the normals that got buffed for Mashu. Very nice. Extends way further.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Judo.
Wake up moon skill rings. Gets caught trying to maybe stagger throw pressure. At the same side low. Decides to hold low shield. Immediate A follow. No re-shield from Yanami.
Alright. Air throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Just 5A.
Yeah, that's the immediate 5A check, because if anything flashes during that time, you can just moon skill in response. So, great awareness from Clipper to remember, hey, this happens a lot, so just put something on top to see if they match your moon skill.
Clipper finding a lot of these random hits too. Getting a lot of mileage out of these 5As. Full corner carry. Hold that shield.
I think if Kefler had noticed a shield on the first air dash, they would have been able to just press 2A or 2B there, but I guess they weren't confident about that. BC!
Inami just lets that ride. It's not gonna be the most damaging, but it is still 3.4. Owie!
Guess
One
not
get
having
hit.
no tech. Oh, there's a wake up key from Yanami.
Take overhead.
Oh, it's okay. No confirm. Kepler being safe. Has a lot of meter. Oh my god. No! B follow up gets red.
Immediate arc drive? I don't think
It's
it's
a
dropped, right? Yeah, the 5A into not immediate arc drive. That was definitely looking a little dicey. Again with the delay shield. Full combo here.
Kepler has to be a little bit careful. Oh, clean block.
Unfortunate.
It was too far. Red Arcade gifted with the blessing that some of her normals hit further than they look, so she doesn't have to be on top of you to apply pressure a lot of times, and can easily bait out heat activations with those far-reaching normals.
Well. Shield in! Oh, that's unfortunate.
Combo drop for Kepler. They're still in an okay spot. They can keep it together. They can get this game.
Low,
have to
though.
jump low. Very devious. Probably try to get ready to block a jump C. Kepler in defense. Might be the last chance. Oh my god, and she recovered in time.
This should be arc drive. Or not? We'll just go with the standard route that you're very comfortable with. And even if there's more points to drop, like, you should just go for the BNB that you're more comfortable with.
Exactly. So even though Kepler lost that game, they still looked way better than they did in the first set. I don't want to say way better, but they were being more attentive. But a lot of the B follow-ups they were deciding to do were starting to get contested, and they got killed for it. So let's see if they change that.
Alright, the shield lunge here. This should be excellent corner here. This is a lot of damage for that moon skill. Goodness.
Double jump. Oh,
What a
that
good
feels
pass.
so bad. That was a great setup by Kepler, but unfortunately it does lose to a lot of characters whose 5A hits that high.
The unfortunate circumstance of having to fight against a person who has incredibly high buttons. But speaking of incredibly high buttons, using that shield dive from that position, getting the fatal, look at that damage. Heats, get me out of here.
Kepler still in an okay position, has to be careful. You want to make sure Yanami's... Oh my goodness, yeah, that will happen. Moondrive, good. Punish? Ah, no, hers recovers pretty quickly. The fuzzy 5A hit can.
And they fake overhead yet again. Not enough, though.
Actually, might be.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And even if the EX ring didn't kill, I believe Yanami still had an OTG left available with a string into 236A.
Makes sense. We'll block the fake this time.
Kepler trying to get out of the corner, might be stuck. Oh, we're out. Just kidding. Didn't respond with the EX on the EX flash. Oh, actually, you couldn't respond because you were in moon skill. Apologies.
Ah, the 5A doesn't hit high enough. Not as privileges work.
Which is crazy because her 5A actually does hit pretty high too. Side switch, keeping pressure. Just making sure she stays in the corner. Ooh. Not ready to confirm. No, where are you going? No, more drops.
Oh no! Oh, caught the backdash here. Shield star. Yanami out of resources.
Throw tech, keeping pressure. Oh,
Yeah,
they
this-
walked forward because they thought it was going to be on the other side preemptively. No.
Both players. Uh-oh. 5-5.
So now we are in the first to one category. So this is where things start to get really scary since the score is even. So it can go. So whoever gets the first lead instantly just turns into like, okay, the next game we got this. But it also turns into, oh no, we still need another one. We don't got this.
Yeah, first to one is so volatile. Let's see who's got it though. Both players, especially on like the receiving end of a 3-0, still show a lot of promise in potentially getting one round, and that one game is enough to swing the favor in their team.
Oh, that air dash jump be hitting so early for Raspberry. Gets the full confirm, doesn't do it, but it's an air reset.
Yeah, Raspberry showing no signs of stopping. No, just going full speed ahead. 50-50 time. Which way? Who knows?
There's a moon drive from JJ. Decides to block afterwards, doesn't try to swing. Walks away from the explosion, makes space. And right now JJ's trying to get their bearings together and they get clipped on the way down with their normal. And Raspberry already off to a great start with a perfect.
And JJ, no moon drive though. No capability of stopping any of this pressure unless you knife throw to stuff out a thing.
It looks like they messed up their options select and their DP finally gets baited by Raspberry. Gonna be full confirm. Yep, spend. Here comes the four-way mix-up. Air dash. Oh no, and then mashes after the B follow-up misses.
50-50 again. Does have moon drive. Throw. Shield.
Oh no!
Huh?
The whiff throw into Moondrive activation actually saved Raspberry and punished the heat activation from JJ.
The quick one game. Just go next. Yanami already having this warm hands. It's like, keep going, keep going.
So now you're in this situation of, since it's first to ones and you don't have a full game to maybe adapt anymore, do you play more frantic? Do you completely change up the way you've been playing, or do you just try to be more clutch than the other person at this point?
We'll see. Taking a little bit of time to think. Give themselves a breather.
That's a good thing for Kepler. I feel like a lot of players would not take the time. Like, you're allotted a little bit of time. Obviously, you're not going to stall forever, but you still want to make sure that you feel you don't have too much pressure on yourself. You're not too down on yourself depending on the outcome, but you still want to play to the best of your abilities.
All right. One of the final rounds here, Yanami versus a Klepper. You can already see Klepper actually playing a little bit slower. Immediately intercepted with the jumpy.
Oof. Doesn't block the overhead this time. Unfortunate. Gonna eat a full confirm. Spend the bar. Klepper on defense. Kind of chilling. Oh my god. That shield's kind of scary.
Unblockable.
Unblockable. The rare cases where one of those catches you in the air because you're a little bit too high on the air guard. Overhead high shielded, B follow-up, immediate ADP. Great challenge from Kepler because he knew that a lot of people in that situation probably want to try to fidget there after that.
Get me out. Shield B.
Oh, no confirm. We take those. Ah, tried to anti-air, gets clipped on the way down.
He blocks. Oh,
That
no
might have been
confirm.
moon skill. That was another moon skill. And the forward, it didn't say punish, so I'm not sure if Kepler tried to jump on after teching.
Maybe either that or they accidentally cross themselves up. That is very also much of a possibility. Jump
No.
Beast, so good! Frame 5 starter, basically an A button.
Yeesh, the damage. There, that's trying to bait out an option. Just goes for the overhead once again. Notice a high success rate with that. Decides to spend meter. This could be the last chance for Kepler. Oh my god, that actually punished the recovery. Moon drive. Push to the other corner. Dive again? No, it just goes for the left right. Stagger. Oh, that was supposed to be an air dash most likely. And gets air blockable.
Hold. No! Actually, straight up final game. 6-6.
So that is the last game we will see Yanami and Kepler play so far. And now the last contestants will come up. It's going to be Raspberry and JJ.
Again, as you said, no time for adaptations. This is the final match that you can play here. Will JJ make the adaptations necessary to take one game against the Raspberry, or will Raspberry continue on their reign of destruction with this dead Apostle Noel, the deadass Noel, the District Attorney Noel? Or will there be objections?
So hopefully,
Final game.
JJ's been, as I said earlier, hopefully they've been getting ideas of how to play the matchup so far. But now in this crucial one-game scenario that they've figured out what they have to pull out in order to get this game.
That is not a start you want to see, though. Hard knock down left, right.
Skewers. High shield. Nice. B-follow-up comes through. Let's go.
Push the
Gets
corner.
to the corner. There we go. They finally empty load and made out the high shield in the safe jump attempt. Goes for the high.
Patient.
No retaliation from Raspberry. Oh, the whiff and then tried to mash late. JJ gets contested right away.
Oh, throw is too early.
Oh.
Lasted so long.
JJ decided to press the button that high in the air instead of trying to maneuver.
Oh.
The hits, yes. Let's go, JJ. Spend.
Oh,
no,
reach.
that's a reset.
Whoa, no. There it is. The snipe with the key from full screen. Raspberry and JJ, no resources on Moon Drive, but the excellent reset from JJ, removing all necessary ability to Raspberry to play defense. Raspberry playing so much more bitch-like.
So now JJ, ooh, doesn't get the spend meter, but they get the 5A to hit Raspberry, probably trying to jump on defense. Oh, does it tech out? Spend some meter. Overhead blocked. Wow.
Oh my god. Wait, that's dead, right?
Wait, hold on. We gotta see it first, but it's looking really good for JJ so far. Oh no! Not like this. Heat's coming. Be careful, he might be on the way.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh,
BC,
there it is.
do the right confirm.
Oh. Moon Drive. Oh, it just gets tossed! JJ taking the final game against Raspberry! Doing it for team.
And
Oh.
JJ only needed the one game. They lost all the other games during this grand finals, but they realized if they could just play well enough to get the one game, this was the game they were saving it up for. They knew it was going to go down to 6-6, and they said, I got this. Check this out. I'll provide cinema to everybody, and they did.
Literally making it the last final game and said, nah, I'd win. Oh my goodness. Literally clutching it out for their team. Incredible.
Great. Honestly, the adaptation from JJ was really good, but you can kind of see how when they thought they were about to win, they kind of dropped two different sequences, and that could have been a very different outcome had Raspberry been able to assess the situation fast enough in order to regain an advantageous position. But JJ just managed to always be on top after each decision from each drop. So very well played by JJ. Very proud.
Yeah, it's not easy playing in that last scenario, especially if you're down that much.
It does take a lot of mental in order to realize that, hey, you have not won. You didn't win any games versus that player, and you need to win the one game that matters in order to win this tournament. But sometimes, sometimes you get put into a situation, and then you just have to make the best out of it.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they're trying to get all the team from Team Vivian, and like no one's there except the person of the hour.
We have one person here. Oh my
Hi.
God. Hang on. Here, I'm gonna put you all in. Oh, fuck it. I need one more. 1 second, 1 second.
Wow.
I apologize if my breathing's a little heavy. I'm
Yeah, no, those nerves
Hello
probably
there.
completely shot you there.
Okay. So I'm supposed to have the whole team here, but we don't. So all of these questions I would have for Vivian, I can't ask. And only JJ can respond to these questions. So Jiggler Juggler, congratulations for winning the second season. How do you feel about how you played?
Okay, so
As a note,
in a general sense,
you can
I
just
feel like
say
I played
PGs.
really well from week 1 all the way to now, and where I am now, is infinitesimally better.
It is?
It was exactly kind of what I wanted. Actually, the goal for me for this is if I got in, I wanted to put my full, entire, being into it. I wanted to get better and improve, not just for myself, but for my team. And I definitely have gotten there.
Nice. Alright, so what's the most valuable thing that Vivian taught you?
Stop mashing. Honestly.
Is that
Honest
really
to God,
good
stop trying to
advice,
fuzzy. It was genuinely just chill out, because I didn't know how to chill out in this game, because it's so fast, and so it's faster than one of the games I normally play. So learning to chill out and pull yourself back was exactly kind of what I.
Just stop and observe. Not everything needs a reaction. I mean, you still
Yes.
have to react though.
Of course, but not everything needs a response.
Oh, this is a good question. Was there a moment in the finals that challenged you or made you proud?
Huh? What could it possibly be? Getting my ass beat for 5 rounds and then pulling it out. I'll take that. Yeah. And the fact that this is not the first, but the second time I've done this, I need to stop playing on the back foot. But also, I want to thank Yina. The backpack I'm sitting in is comfortable as. And I want to thank Yina and Vivian for both kind of getting on me. When I made mistakes, they made sure to point it out, but they weren't like, don't stop doing it. They just said, hey, you can do this. It was all support.
Alright, so here's a question from me. What are you going to do with Scrot's money?
That's going straight into Combo Breaker funds. Because I'm going to Combo Breaker next, so that's just sitting there. So thank you, Scrot, for the lunch money, the dinner money, and the merch money.
Yeah, so And the last question is, do you have any final message for your mentor or for the audience watching?
You're gonna get your ass beat for a good amount of time, but it's about getting back up. You can learn, you can improve. Take it at your own pace. Progress is not linear.
Yeah. That's definitely something.
That's about it.
Yuna, do you want to say anything? You said you can't talk? Unfortunate. Yuna's in voice, but you want to say a single word. Everyone will hear it. Alright, hang on. This one.
Did you say you had some questions for me?
Oh, it was...
Yeah, that's Vivian.
Oh, that's Vivian. Okay, we have Vivian. Hang on.
I've been here.
Oh. Okay.
Congratulations. Vivian, aren't you the person who won last season too?
Yes.
I am just hashtag noticing a pattern here.
Look, okay. Look,
Vivian's a goated coach. What do you want?
Yeah, I see.
thank you. But realistically though, I think I was blessed with really good mentees in the end. Like, actually, I was just in a VC. We're watching the previous match, and even during this match, Skank and Garbage and Delta Zero were in there as well. So we're just there as like 5 people, going through this bracket. But once again, I was really blessed with good mentees. Like, everyone had a good mindset. Everyone had the work ethic, which is what's the most important, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Awesome. I think do you want to go over the questions real quick that we had for Vivian?
Yeah.
Sounds
So
like...
what was this what you expected? Did you know you were gonna win the whole time? Was it rigged from the start?
Yeah, I think it was rigged from the start. I mean, I think I said this in one of my previous interviews too, but of course I didn't know JJ, but as soon as I saw Yuna on my team, I knew she was the strongest player in the tournament. She's super, super good. And even though I didn't know JJ, talking to him over the first week, practicing and like teaching him stuff and going over stuff, I could tell like he had the right mindset. He was improving super fast. So like going into that first match or like the first week, even though it was close, in my heart, I believe that we would just win the whole thing all the way.
And if you were watching this whole the set, what was the defining moment?
Defining moment? I mean, of course, Yuna did super good, completely stomped Klepper, but JJ, like, even though he was losing at first 6-0, you could definitely see in that last set he brought it back and completely stomped Raspberry. You could tell he was making the right adaptations, and you could tell he knew what he had to do to come out on top, and that's exactly what he did.
All right, and what was the most rewarding part of being a mentor this time?
This time, I mean, honestly, it's the same as last time. Just seeing the people the people that I'm teaching or taught, just get better at the game, and it's kind of ties into one of the answers I said in the earlier interview, but it's fulfilling to see the progress continuing on, right? Just as you teach them after the weeks go by, seeing them put in the effort and just seeing them get better and better.
Any final words for your two students?
Good stuff, guys. I mean, y'all did it. You guys put in the work, so I'm really proud of you two. Seriously.
And you gonna come back for season 3? You gonna come back to win season 3? I should say.
Well, I'm definitely down to come back for season 3. Whether I win it or not, that's a different matter. But I really enjoy this event, and I really love teaching. So thank you very much for hosting this event. I think it's really good for the community, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah.
Was that a left turn or a right turn?
That was a right turn. Yeah, I'm driving to work right now. So.
I heard the turn
Thank you
signal
for-
going. I had to know.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, I'm
Vivian.
sorry. It's probably
you're-
really loud.
That's okay. That's okay. That was the last question we had for you.
Yeah, that's it.
And,
I'll let you get back to focusing on the road.
You gotta
Drive
let him. But congratulations on the two-peat for the T5. And I guess we kind of did a minor spoiler there. For first of all, Scrubber Miller on the mic. Congratulations again, Team Vivian. Thank you everyone who helped set this event together. Obviously, Winty for carrying while I was busy with school, busy with live, busy with everything. I was definitely carried super hard this season. I'm really super thankful for that. Thank you for the commentators. Don't remember everyone for Risky Sweet, Fajita, obviously Kimi, Fox. Thank you so much for taking time of your schedules to this. Oh, Salty Boy also. I remember. Thank you. And appreciate. Thank you, Ship, for putting the Matcherino. I believe there's still Matcherino codes. Make sure we get those out. This is gonna go obviously to the players.
Yeah, hit that up if you can.
Yeah, so that is that would really make me happy. And like we kind of said, there will be a third season. There will be a third season on the T5. We got an insane amount of support and feedback when we announced season 2. Definitely, there's a lot that we want to make. We're thinking towards adding more players and maybe changing the format to have more matches. But that would require more manpower. So we're trying to set it all together. We're definitely gonna take a break. But whenever we get to go again, we'll make sure to inform you all with due time. So yeah, that's this season was honestly like kind of what I was looking forward to. Like from looking at the matches and the chats, it seems that people were just very good vibes, very fun, and that's kind of what I want, man. Just wanna showcase the game to people who either were interested in Melty Blood but didn't know how to get started, or found it too overwhelming, or people who trying to get that extra push to make it into the next level. So I feel we succeeded again, and super happy. So that's all that matters to me, man. So let's keep playing Melty Blood. Look forward to Combo Breaker, where I will definitely not DQ from my bracket because my path for Street Fighter is a little demonic. Oops. We'll see. But definitely look at the bracket is gonna be nasty because it has a ton of killers. So if you're more interested in watching more type Lumina, there's definitely more to come. So be on the lookout for that. And anything you wanna. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, I heard you're gonna enjoy my money. I see how it is. Also, regarding payout, I will be contacting top 3 for the payout in the next couple hours, if not tomorrow at the latest. Then I'll try to get that sorted out immediately. Is there anything?
I'll get money to 4th place on Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, fire!
I said I'd give them money because I gave the 5th place teams money as well, and it would suck to get nothing for 4th when 5th got something.
I appreciate that. Anything else you want to add, Winty, before we?
No, I think aside from Combo Breaker coming up, we're kind of on the downswing for Lumina stuff right now. We had stuff in the last few weeks, but nothing right now. Actually, no. The Kerbo League is coming up starting next week. Actually, which
Okay.
is going to be interesting. There's a bunch of players in that. I'm in that. Let me actually bring that stuff up. I have it here somewhere. Everything has to have its own special Discord, which drives me nuts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's something we're gonna improve for the next seasons. We're definitely gonna have our own T5 Discord to post our clips. Maybe keep everything everything in one place for the
Yeah,
future.
we were gonna make a Twitter account specifically for the event, so that it's not Scrot having to retweet mine, because Scrot has much bigger reach. And I have a bunch of clips, and I'll probably put together something small with those. But I didn't really have like active clip uploading like I should have. But yeah, so in the NA Lumina League, you will have people such as Lily, who we saw. Actually, Lily's the only person who is in this. Several people signed up for this but didn't get in, who are in the Kerbo League, but you will see Vivian and Kikoho and Shinoa and Drachme and D-Dive and Fushi and all of your well-known names, as well as some others. But yeah, that's the thing to look forward to outside of Combo Breaker.
Sounds good. And obviously we're gonna get Climax news I believe at Combo Breaker, so even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hey, we got Lumina for days coming up, so very excited about that.
Fox Akimi, anything to add?
You want to start first? If you got something?
Basically, it's just if you like Type Lumina, you should keep playing the game. If you think that there's no one who supports Type Lumina, there's plenty of people who support Type Lumina. You don't have to ask directly, but you'll see it if you really care about the game. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Typically, I would just say play Melty, and that would be my spiel. But if you really do want to play Melty, there's if you guys don't know, there's Panic Shield Anonymous Discord.
Yay!
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely that is
matchmaking Discord.
that is the place to go. You'll get set up with everything because you have easy access to resources, matchmaking,
Even
Very
ranked
deep.
nights and everything else.
Yep.
So if you're not into like asking for discords for games, you can at least pay attention to those and play ranked, and then see where you go.
Yeah, I know the PSA does bi-weekly, I believe, ranked
Yes.
nights every Friday, 7 p.m. your local time. So, just something to keep in mind if you guys want to play some more Melty. I know I really should.
Say that to me.
Most Tuesday nights I run an open lobby and I stream it, though I've missed the past 2 weeks due to just not feeling that great. But if you ever want to come through for that, please do so. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I got nothing anything else to add, but yeah, that does it for the second season of the T5. Honestly, very very happy at all. Again, for everything, and yeah, we'll take a little break, but we'll be back with season 3 for sure, and you'll hear from us
Yeah,
when the
so
time comes.
thank all of you for tuning in all of these weeks and sitting through all of my technical issues, and we'll see you all next time.
Am I good to jump out now?
Yeah.
All right, cool.